Today I'm going to show you how I lost 50 pounds in 4 months. When people hear that I beat cancer 3 times, they'll come to me and say, wow, that's amazing. But how did you lose 50 pounds in 4 months? And it's really kind of funny is that they're really not interested in the story about how I beat the cancer as much as they are, how did I lose 50 pounds in 4 months? Well, it was actually really pretty easy and pretty simple. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it today, and hopefully it'll help you out as well. Basically, the first thing was, cancer is one heck of a weight loss program. The pounds just fall off, let me tell you. But that's really not the case of how it worked for me. First and foremost, probably the most important thing, to me anyway, is mindset. And I use kind of the mantra of, if you want massive change in your life, you've got to take massive action. And that's really the only way to do it. And that's exactly what I did. And I made a number of changes, and I'm going to give you 5 real hardcore tips that will get you on your way, and my guess will probably help you to reach your goals, whatever they are. Number 1 for losing 50 pounds was having my family on board. And my wife was by far the worst junk food junkie of anybody I had ever met. And I knew it would be really hard for her to be able to, to change her diet, but she actually did it. And I realized what a big help that was for me. So if you're living in a house with your family or a wife or whatever it is, one of the things that you really have to take into account is getting all that garbage out of your house. And I think it makes it exponentially more difficult if you can't get the rest of your family on board to get the junk out of your house. So if you've got kids and you think you have to have popsicles and cupcakes and stuff in the house for the kids, chances are you're going to stumble a lot. You're going to stumble a lot. And if you can get everybody on board and say, okay, not only is this bad for me, this junk food and garbage food is bad for everybody else in the house. We're getting it all out of here. That's probably the biggest first step that you can take, is to be able to get everybody else in the house on board, at least partially on board, and get all the garbage out of the house. Another thing that I found related to that was, granted I had a great motivator, either beat the cancer or die, it's a hell of a motivator. But at the same time, you got to think about, the realism of, we're all human. So if the garbage wasn't in the house, I wouldn't go out and buy it. But if it was in the house, it was tempting all the time. So getting all the garbage out of the house and getting your family on board, probably the biggest number 1 tip that I can give you. Number 2, a little bit different. We're going to go down a little different road here for what number 2 was for me. Exercise. I found out that exercise, and I know this all sounds real basic, but I'm going to try to put it in a real world, example here that you can understand and that you can follow. I had a fitness center in my house. I had like a gym in my house, but I didn't use it the way I was supposed to, and I used it real periodically. And I knew that for me to really make that an effective part of my weight loss, goal and program, I'd have to exercise on a regular basis. So what I did is I incorporated something really, really simple. I would walk in the morning 1 to 2 miles, either outside or on a treadmill where I lived. And then at the end of the day, at the evening, same thing, 1 or 2 miles, either on a treadmill, by myself, maybe with my family, maybe take the dog. It didn't matter. But as long as I got myself onto that habit of, I'm going to exercise in the morning, and it doesn't have to be some big weightlifting, powerlifting thing, just getting out and walking and moving twice a day made a ton of difference. And I knew that really, helped with the entire program. Thirdly, and this is another big thing. Thirdly, since I got rid of all the garbage food, in my house and got rid of the junk food, got rid of the sugar, got rid of all that garbage, I went into a juicing program, and that was, had a lot to do with the organic super green juice that I took twice a day, and I still do. And I don't mean this to be a sales pitch for this, but it's really what I did. And I found that did so many things for me that my body wasn't doing on its own with the standard American diet that I was, eating every day. It got my digestive system to work the way it was supposed to. It gave me the energy that I was missing. So many things changed, and it's I likened it. I used the example of, if you own a really expensive sports car, you're not going to buy the cheapest gas at the gas pump to put on in it and expect it to run, at its optimum potential. You're going to put the best oil in it. You're going to put the best gas in it, and that's how you're going to get the best performance out of it. Same thing with the human body, at least with what I found. And I noticed that when I incorporated this into my diet and did it every single day twice, incorporated with pretty much everything else that I was doing, the pounds just fell off. They really did. Especially at the beginning, they just fell off. But I did it like a Marine in training. I mean, I didn't cheat. And that's another point that I'm going to bring up. People always think that when they're going to lose weight or whatever, that they're going to have a cheat day or a cheat meal. Well, you can't have a cheat anything. Because you're not cheating anybody but yourself, and me not doing any cheating at all made all the difference in the world. Lastly, what I did is I made sure that I got everything as far as white flour, dairy, and sugar out of the house and out of my diet. So things that I would normally eat, like chips, even if they were healthy chips. I got rid of the wheat, got rid of the white flour, got rid of it, got it out of the house. Dairy, I love cheese. I still to this day love cheese, but I knew milk and cheese, dairy products like that were a big problem with, why I couldn't lose weight. Got rid of the milk and cheese, again, along with getting rid of the white flour and the sugar, pounds just fell off. Lastly, and this is probably the hardest thing for people, and for me it was really easy, and actually after just a couple of weeks, I didn't even think about it anymore, but I was literally a 3, 4, 5 cans of Diet Coke drinker a day, every day. I did it for years, and getting rid of the soda, getting rid of sugary drinks, of orange juices, of any type of sugary drink, not just sugar, getting rid of that, I think major key to why the weight fell off so quickly. And I hear arguments with people all the time who just, they'll argue back and forth, well, I drink diet because of this, or, I don't drink diet anymore because I know the artificial sweeteners are going to make me, I only drink regular soda. But no, don't drink soda at all. Don't drink soda at all. Get it out of your diet, and the pounds will fall off. I guarantee it. A lot of people say, well, I got to have soda because I need the caffeine. Again, I didn't, because I did the organic super green juice powder. It gave me the energy. It replaced what I was getting from the caffeine. So those are really the big tips: is get your family on board. Get the garbage food out of your house. You know what it is. Get rid of the white flour. Get rid of the sugar. Get rid of the soda. Get out there and exercise. Get a green juice. Get some type of really good, high quality green juice powder like this into your diet. Incorporate it in. And I tell you, the pounds will they'll fall off. I'm telling you, if you don't cheat, no cheat days, no cheat meals, no cheat snacks, just get into that mindset, make the commitment. And again, I know for me it was real easy because my life's on the line. But at the same time, remember, don't think for a minute that what happened in my life with getting stage 3 cancer 3 times, don't think that can't happen to you. It happened to me because I didn't take care of myself. I didn't treat my body right, and I didn't eat right. I ate a lot of garbage, and I drank a lot of garbage. I paid the price. It's a lifestyle thing. Don't think that can't happen to you. So not trying to give you a scare tactic. It's just a real world reality. So you want to know how I lost 50 pounds in 4 months? That's how I did it. And yes, I've kept it off. I probably gained back about maybe 10 pounds of that, but I gained it all back in muscle. You know, I didn't gain any fat back at all. And it's been real simple, and it's been coming up on 15 years now. So anyway, so hopefully that helped. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel. And every time I launch a video, a new one, you'll be the first to know.